What's going on, guys? It's the One Round Ryko. Today I will be showing you how to transform your Gurren and Lagann into the Sentinel Riobot Gurren Lagann. This video is purely to show how to transform this awesome figure into its combined form. I didn't have a chance to do it in my actual review of the figure, just took too much time. I figured, hey, I'll just record this one as sort of a reference, so if anyone wants to transform it, there's a clean, easy, quick, informational video on how to do it. It's pretty straightforward, but there are some little gimmicks here and there that are kind of annoying, so I'm going to try to highlight that as I go and show you how to make these two combine into the one, the only Gurren Lagann. As well, I'm not going to be showing how to put your drills on there. They all just kind of plug in pretty straightforward. This is going to focus solely on the actual transformation from Gurren Lagann, from Lagann and Gurren. And if you like what you see, please leave a like down below. Subscribe for more content like this. I might not always do the transformations, but I will do the reviews. I'm slowly on that grind to get to 500 subscribers. We're currently at 379. So if you find this video informative and like what you see and appreciate what I did here, please leave a like down below. Subscribe, like I said, it really means a lot. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet so you guys can do this pretty easily. So we're going to start with Gurren. He's the easiest thing to do. Take us off this little stand here. Also, as well, I'll show you real quick how to change his face. It literally just pops off like that. So if you want the stoic face, you can just pop it off and it'll slide right back on, secure it on there, ta-da. So he's pretty easy. What you want to do is lift his little backpack here first. You just lift that up and it'll pop off his little cranium piece, and you can just set that aside for the time being. To get my nail under there. There we go. And it just pops off pretty easily. So you want to lift this all the way up until you reveal the drill inside of him. You do that. Once you lift it up all the way, it'll push the drill out so you can grab it. Push the drill down, pull his backpack down, and shove his shoulders together in the back here. The arms just kind of go how they're supposed to. As for the feet, you do want to kick them back. They're a little annoying to get proper at first, but you can just wiggle them. There you go. The little things they're on are pretty good. So there you go. You have Gurren Lagann. Or you have Gurren Lagann already, just ahead, and you have Lagann ready, and you snap his little chrome dome back on, his little brain, his cerebellum, whatever. You slap that down, and he's good to go. He's gonna sit for a bit. Now we're gonna move on to Gurren. The instructions show you how to do this backwards. They have you starting from Gurren, him being in the Gurren Lagann form and smashing him down back to Lagann. So basically, you do the instructions backwards. There's no set way to particularly transform Gurren. So I'm just gonna start from the bottom up. So I'm gonna start with his legs, move to his chest, torso, get the arms, and then get to the head. So when we get into Gurren Lagann. So I'm gonna move this right here. I'm going to scoot Lagann over. I'm going to pull him off the base for now. Thankfully, this figure's nice and weighty. He'll stand pretty well for himself once I get his feet all organized. Does he not want to? It's okay. It's because of how the feet are. So, starting from the feet, you just pull these out. You stretch them out. See? Boom. They stretch out. Basically, the whole transformation is just making Lagann taller. And also in the feet, you... let me go back so you can actually see that. You just pull out the feet, like I said, and then here is where the little holes in the Gurren Lagann's foot come out. You just push this part forward, pull this little tab out so it can actually fully spin around. Focus up, and then it locks into place back in the bottom. Again, you push it down to release the tab, pull the tab out of the way, spin it back the opposite direction all the way through to reveal the hole, and you lock the thing into place. Ta-da. Feet are done. Then from there, you slide these little ports out to reveal the longer legs, and you gently tug on both legs. They are kind of tight, so be careful. You don't want to force anything, but it does kind of just slap right on through. And you'll see these extend as well. These can kind of push down. They'll extend as you pull them out to make them taller. And then you push in the little tabs on the knee pad thing to show the other holes. You do the reverse. You pull these ones down here, and down here to reveal all the holes there. Very nice. I'm going to move his arm down for now and go back up to the torso. So... torso is interesting because it has this this figure has a spring mechanic built into him to make him taller. The annoying part is when you're trying to untransform him from the Gurren Lagann state to the Lagann state. It is kind of annoying, but it's for a good reason. So first off, you want to pull both of these tabs back. Both the front and back skirt piece stretch out a bit. It's also why these golden, also how you hide the golden skirt when he's not in Gurren Lagann form. You just tuck it back there and turn his finger in there. Back at the bottom in his nether region is this little tab here. It's a little switch. So when you pull that switch, if I can get it properly, if I can grab it properly, I'm gonna grab it like this. Ta-da! You see that? He springs up. So now he's springy. And you see, that's how you transform him back. So first, I'll pull the tab again so you can see it better. If I can get that tab. If I can get the tab. It's a smaller one, it's hard to get onto. Boom, pops up easy. And when you want to transform him back, you want to make sure he's all lined up properly. The instructions show how to, but basically you look how he is in the front here. Everything's lined up. You turn him around, same kind of deal. The back is all lined up, and you just squish him back down. So he's back in the Lagann form. Pull the tab again. He springs up, and now he's taller. That's how you get there's more of the chest movement and the swivel. Oh, he's choking on his doohickey there. Let's put that back in there. There you go. So that's how you get him taller. That's the most annoying part that I found on this figure, is getting him lined up again. But once you get him lined up, you'll know how it is. You'll understand, and it'll be easier for you. But just know, getting him squished back down can be kind of annoying at times. You just have to finagle it. Just the most fiddly part of this figure that I found. He does kind of bobble a bit, but it's okay. But just be wary of that. It will be a little annoying, but once you get it lined up, it's as easy as I just showed you. Now, let's move on to the arms. This was the other annoying part that I had, because I just couldn't get my arms to do so. You see how there's this little part right here. See if we can get the focus up. Right here. This will extend the arms, so he has the longer Gurren Lagann arms. You just lightly tug on them. You hear that click, and now there's a little gap there. And if you want to put it back, you do the same thing. You just push it in. This one took a little bit of force for me. It took me a couple days to get it properly, because I was afraid of pulling too hard or too rough with it. But just hold it where you can move this out of the way, thankfully. Hold it on about how I have it here, and put a decent amount of force into it. Not crazy hard, just be firm but gentle, as oxymoron as that is. And it'll slide out. Same thing with the other arm. You hold, and you just kind of wiggle, let it pull just slightly, so it pops out. So now you have the more range. It'll let the arm get that more double elbow bend in there. Then you turn him to the side. This is one of the easier parts. I'm going to move up for you. You just grab the shield, or the pauldron, whatever you want to call it, and just slide it down. There you go. Same on the other side. Move the shoulder forward. Boop. Done. So now they're extended. I'll go ahead and do this part now. You move the arms up. The skirt folds in. So you see, you fold it like so. Fold it forward. And ta-da, you have the Gurren Lagann skirt. See if I can move myself a bit closer for you, and I'll show you the other side again. So you fold it forward, and you fold it forward again, fold it down, and you have the skirt. This one's been a little wiggly there. And to show you in reverse, so when you have it, like you want to go to Gurren, it's just as easy. You lift it up, you fold it in on itself, fold it again, and it'll go on this little turn here, and you tuck it into the back skirt. So it's out of the way. Get the focus up there. So it's out of the way, nice and neat. So he looks the part, because Gurren doesn't have this skirt when he's as Gurren. But again, you bring it forward, turn it once, turn it twice, bring this part down, and as well you can push the skirts back in once you do that. So the skirts are all tucked into the body as they should be. And I'll bring his arms back down. Move into the top here. This is when we start getting into the more completed transformation. So in the instructions, they show you can, this part right here, with the two holes, it comes off. There's no real easy way to do it. You can with your nail if you want to, but the instructions show you the simple way of doing it. You take the included little Kamina minifigure. I'll show you there. and pierce the heavens, the guy himself. You just slot him into the 2 holes at the top, which gives you one of 2 things. One, you have Kamina posing on top of his gunman, so you can have that real dramatic, really awesome display if you want to do it like that. And same thing with Simone. Simone, you can, once you pop off the brain here, you can put the little Simone figure in the head and have him sit in there too if you want to do that. But the easiest thing about this is that Kamina, because this becomes a stand for him, actually helps you take off that part. And underneath is a dummy part. This is where Lagann is going to go to make the head. But if you want to have Kamina stand on his own, you have this kind of filler part that looks the part of what the dome is, but it's actually not. You just have to push this forward, though, to reveal the actual neck joint. So you can see it spins around here. It can move around. I was afraid of how well the neck would be doing it like this, but it actually works better than I expected, and I'm really happy about that. I was expecting the neck to be bad, but when I first saw it, I was like, I don't think that's going to work. But it's pretty easy. This one is another one of those, not kibbly, but kind of frustrating parts, because you got to make him click in there. Sometimes the head joint will move around and not want to lock right away. But look at that. I did it in one go. See? So now he can turn his head. He can look down really well. He can look up pretty well. Move all the way. And it will pop out a bit if you're not careful, but for the most part, he's steady. And I'm kind of like, see, as you can see here, I'm kind of putting effort into it. I'm letting the weight of the figure pull its head. It doesn't come out right away, which I like. It keeps it secure enough to do what you need to do, and actually works it's a very creative way of making the neck joint work. The next thing here is going back to the shoulders. You just pull them out. So starting with the right shoulder, you hear that click. Now you have more of the ball joint there. They are more so the butterfly joint, I suppose. Wiggle there. Same thing on the left side. You just click. There you go. So now you have that. No change in the hands or anything. Turn him back forward. Also, you can do this. You have this little, you can express how you want. I like doing it with the people's eyebrow type thing of like, But there you go. Then, at this point, I think it's fair enough that you can slap the sunglasses back on. And these ones, they just click right on, which are one of the best ways of how these work. Because a lot of them are just one single hole that click in. These ones slot into the sides here, as you can see. Very, very nice. Very, so much better. That's terrible wording, but much better than previous Gurren Lagann's and how that actually attaches. Because I hate how the other ones are. They fall off so easy. I don't like them. Now that we got the head on there, I showed you the legs, the arms. Next is the crown, the helmet, which is just as easy. It just slots right onto Gurren, or it's all onto Lagann to make Gurren Lagann. It's got a nice click. It's pretty easy to remove as well. I'll show you. I'll pull off the head. So you to remove it, you hold this. You hold the head still, and you pull downward on Lagann. See? So he clicks, and you can just finagle him out from there. Or just, it will kind of jump around a bit because he's small, hard to hold on to. But literally, I'll slide him in again. You just push down. You pull downward on him, and it'll clip right off. So we'll put Lagann back on top here. I'll fix his leg a bit too. Then we take his helmet and we slap that right on. Clicks in there. Beautiful. So now we have Gurren Lagann just about done. The last thing when it comes to Gurren Lagann, you can call this like being done as Gurren Lagann because you've done everything you need to. But of course, there's one more thing that I love putting on Gurren Lagann, and it is the Gurren Wing, the gun pack. These ones, they fold in here and here. They have nice little range. And then if you wiggle it out here and wiggle it out here, you have that extra range to go all the way back and get in more dynamic flying poses. Similar to the glasses, they just clip onto the back here. You can see the port right there on either side, and you just clip it on. Let me make sure yeah. Taking the sunglasses back off because they really do just flop around. See if I can get this better on camera for you guys. Tilt it up just a bit. And like I said, they just clip right on. Clip right on. I said clip right on. There we go. There we go. Again, give him back his sunglasses, and you have now transformed your Sentinel Riobot Gurren Lagann. Easy peasy. Like I said, now you have the full range of movement. You can do all what you want to. You can slap him back on a stand, which I'll probably do here afterward. You have your figure transformed. Pretty straightforward, like I said, pretty easy. And to de-transform him back into Lagann and Gurren separately, it's just do everything I said backwards. They all just port back in. It's like with the legs, you just push them in, it goes back in. You pull them out, pull them out. So if you want to transform it, unlike some that are real confusing and overly complicated, this one is basically do it one way forward, do it the other way backward, and you're good to go. Anyway, if you found this video informative, and it helped you out, or you just enjoyed watching it, please leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and figure reviews. Like I said, we're on our way to try to get to 500 subscribers. We are currently sitting at 379, so a bit of a ways to go. But if you found this informative in any way, or this helped you, or you just enjoyed watching it and appreciate the video, please hang around. I'll keep putting out stuff like this as long as I can. And I've been the one, Rowan Ryko, and I'll see you guys next time.